Welcome. This is Paula Chafee-Scardomalia of DiviningTheMuse.com with your Monday Tarot message from the Muse for the week of May 1st. So your theme for the week is the Hanging Man. This is a major arcana card. You can see the figure of the Fool suspended by these bands of fabric here. His mask is off. The coins that he had in his hand are falling. There's a full moon behind him, and you can notice the hourglass in the mirror is tipped sideways, so time has stopped. It's one of the few cards in the Fool's Journey or the Major Arcana where the hourglass is sideways and time has come to a standstill. So what this card is talking about for you this week is the idea of taking time to stop, to suspend motion. And we need to do that in our busy lives in order to get new perspectives and new insights on our work and on our creative process. It's hard to get that intuitive insight and understanding, that deeper understanding of how our mind and our creative self works if we don't take time to stop. We all need time and space for those creative insights. So look for those opportunities during the week. Your focus is the Eight of Swords. You can see the woman here in the spider's web, surrounded by these swords. She has a band of fabric over her eyes and wrapped around her body. It looks like she's bound to this web. The spider is down here with the sign of Gemini, the sign of communication. And up here is Jupiter. Jupiter is the big benefic. It makes everything bigger. Swords has to do with the element of air in the realm of mind, thoughts, attitudes, beliefs, and communication. So your focus this week is, how do I let myself get bound up in my beliefs and attitudes and in others' beliefs and attitudes? I just let myself get into a position where I feel like I can't move, I can't focus, I can't create. So how do I do that to myself? Because if I let that moment of self-doubt come in, of fear, of inability to do it, of writer's block — this is a great card for writer's block — then the Jupiter not only makes good things better, but it also makes bad things bigger. So really take that opportunity to look at, how do I tie or bind myself up when I'm working? And here's another Major Arcana card for the action card this week. This is the Tower. This is one of the Major Arcana cards that people generally tend to want to stay away from, but shows up for me a lot in my work. So the Tower, you can see the lightning bolt striking the leg of this very futuristic kind of tower. And the idea of this card is the breakdown of old structures for the purpose of transformation. So this week, what is the action you're going to take to transform your creative process and perhaps even your creative work? It might be that you have to kill your darlings in your novel that you're working on. It might be that the direction you were taking in your newest exhibit might need to shift and change. Whatever it is, it's like something that you've relied on to kind of identify yourself or your work needs to be shaken up. And then finally, the gift for the day, again, doesn't look very friendly or very happy, but this is the Five of Swords. Again, swords is the element of air in the realm of mind, thoughts, attitudes, beliefs, and communication. And here we see this warrior soldier, shields at his feet, all these swords hanging from him, a sword in each hand, behind him kind of the fires of the battle. The gift is the opportunity this week to stop fighting. Stop that mental battle inside with, should I or shouldn't I? Is it okay? Will I be approved? Will people like me if I do this? Will they like the work if I do this? Stop the battles, because when we get so caught up in the battles, we lose the war. So this is really an opportunity to cease and desist this week. As we look at the story this week, it's an interesting story because it's really very much about being in that space of letting the mind rest, shifting and changing our orientation of our mind. We start off with this theme for the week of the Hanging Man, and that idea that we need to suspend motion, need to kind of bring time to a stop for ourselves in order to gain new perspectives and new insights. And then we move to the focus. How am I allowing my own mind chatter and beliefs to really keep me bound up and maybe even blocked in my work? because then once I've identified that, it's time to take action and shake things up, break up old structures, old ideas, old ways of being in my creative work, so that I can transform it and myself. And then the gift is an opportunity to stop doing battle with myself and the world about my work. And this is Paula Chafee Scardamelli of DiviningTheMuse.com, wishing you divine musings.